Alrighty, and welcome back to our weekly game for this NACE Super Smash Bros. League. Right now we have our opening Raiden on Mega Man versus and NCU coming back from a very good match last week against PFW Mastodon in a nail biter, 12 stocks to 11. Hopefully this match will go a lot better for them. Again, them being in a different league against Manchester Smash, they don't really know what to expect. But so far so good. Raiden being in the lead with their Mega Man. Roy being the character that he is, he's not gonna let Mega Man, this being the zoner, try and just wall him out with projectiles. You have lemons, metal blade, leaf shield, and as long as Roy can stay in, it's gonna be a little difficult for Mega Man. But Mega Man is known to switch between rushdown and zoner, being able to weave in and out of range very well. And that back air at a shield. Metal blade into dash attack, just a Mega Man B and that takes Roy another stock. Mega Man having a comfortable lead against Roy, but Roy being as strong as he is, I will not be surprised if this stock gets taken soon. Roy looking for a kill confirm, looking for his jab to instant back air, looking for anything that he could have, his dancing blade on ledge, looking for anything right now, but Mega Man is just not letting him have it. Again, metal blade into dash attack, and a smash attack might be it. I think he burned his jump, and yeah, that's it. That's game one. And that's exactly what you want to see against a Roy, just staying back and just weaving in and out of damage, because Roy being the rushdown that he is, it's going to be very difficult for anybody to breathe if you're just staying in his range, because Roy is strong and he will punish you for every whiff. But again, that was just a good match. It seemed like Mega Man clearly knew the Roy matchup, did not let Roy play his game, and just let his action speak for itself. And I like Mega Man being on that scout role, playing in front, because it makes sense. Mega Man, not a lot of exploitable matchups. And this is clearly a very well-rounded Mega Man player. He knows what he's doing, and like last year, he probably led in almost every single one of those matches that he played. So it makes sense for him to get sent in first, because he will at least take two stocks, if not three. Manchester Smash also being new, not really have NCU does not have much knowledge on this character or on this team. NCU Smash is pretty much playing blind. Right now the only thing they can do is just trust in their own abilities, because there's not really much else that they can do. Alright, and we got our next match, and it looks like they're sending in Rob. And NCU should be pretty familiar with this Rob matchup, considering one of their best players plays Rob, so This shouldn't be too difficult. Although Rob has a lot of good moves. Down tilt, really good.
What's Mega Man versus Rob like as like characters?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure this is more in Rob's favor, just because Rob is just a better character. But Mega Man has a lot of good aerials, like up air, really good. Metal Blade and a dash attack, pretty much true at every percent. And Rob has a pretty big hitbox, so could get caught in a lot of these moves. Although Rob does have a reflector that can be used against Mega Man if not used correctly. But as long as
Mega Man being a like on the scale of characters worser than Rob, how would he do matchup, I suppose?
So yeah, in matchups like these, usually Rob is just a better character. Rob arguably top 10 in the game. Mega Man definitely not top 10 in the game, albeit Mega Man is a great character. Honestly, most of the time, the better player will win unless it's just a very, very bad matchup for the other team. And so far, Mega Man is doing a very, very good job at just keeping Rob at bay, not letting him get stuff off. Really good ledge trapping there. Hit 2 F smashes, but Rob has a really good recovery, so...
Right now they're pretty tied.
Yeah. But Rob did have a stock lead because Raiden lost the stock to the... in the last match.
Yeah.
But it does not look like Rob had a lead at all, considering how well Mega Man is playing right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that... Yep, and another F smash.
Yeah.
And it's just Mega Man in the driver's seat right now, not letting his foot off the gas.
So really, even if you have a character that is like better or best in the game, it really depends on like how they use it and how you play with it.
Exactly, because I mean, if you look at last match, PF Mastodon had Isabelle, and Isabelle is arguably one of the worst characters in the game.
Yeah.
But Isabelle played pretty well last match. So if both characters are even, usually the better player and the better matchup will win. But in a situation like this, where the Mega Man is clearly better than the Rob as what's being displayed, then the better player is going to win. And I mean, if you don't know if one doesn't know the Mega Man matchup, like in that situation, you need to make sure that you're DIing the right way, because if you're not DIing the right way against those up airs, you're going to send straight into the top blast zone.
Uh-huh.
Mega Man playing with his food here. Maybe looking for a back air. Oh, there it is. Good tech by the Rob. Did not fall for the stage spike. Oh, Robin is out.
Nice.
Rob is out of fuel, and Raiden is going on a 6-stock rampage.
Wow. Looking favorable for Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man is doing a very good job weaving in and out of range. The Rob just could not get close enough to deal any damage to get any of his B&Bs up. I don't think a single down tilt was landed by the Rob there, and Rob thrives off of grabs, down tilts, and didn't get any of those there.
Is that one of his moves that deals the most damage?
No, but down tilt is just a really good move that pokes shield a little bit and combos into itself, and if you don't know how to play against it, then you're taking a lot of percent from it because it leads into other combos and strings.
Okay.
And this Mega Man is just on a rampage. It is just really good to see, because this is exactly what you want out of your first player, to not only gain intel, but to be able to just continue to take stocks. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're taking as long as you're going even against your opponent, anything after that is just great for your team.
Yeah.
Because you're putting your team in a great advantage.
Yeah. Making way like so the other characters can play well as well.
Exactly. So this is so far looking very good for NCU, and not just for Mega Man, but for NCU as well.
Yeah.
This match will be starting pretty soon. All right, it looks like they have a Terry. So again, this is a good matchup for Mega Man, as long as Mega Man can keep his distance. And if Mega Man can take at least one here, this is going to be very good for NCU.
That would give us a how many point lead?
That would give him at least, I want to say, like 4 or 5 stock lead.
That'd be good for NCU.
Yes, very good.
So how many stocks does NCU or they have to take in a match?
So in crew battle setting, you have 3 stocks for 4 players, so it's essentially taking 12 stocks. And if you take your 3 stocks, then you go to the next player. Like Mega Man took 3 stocks in the first match while losing 1 stock. So the next match, he starts the game with 2 stocks.
Yeah.
And then in that next match, Mega Man took another 3 stocks while only taking 1. So now that's why in this match, he has 1 stock against Terry's 3. And an F smash takes Terry out. This is phenomenal for NCU right now. Mega Man is just having the time of his life. It's like he's stalling him a little bit. And again, Terry being a Shoto, he can't really do much against that. The fighting game characters struggle against zoners, because fighting game characters usually are going to be relying on dealing a lot of damage up close and not having a lot of range to cover it. So
what classifies a character as a zoner?
So a character being a zoner is usually going to be one of the slower characters on the ground, but having a lot of good range in their attacks. That's why, like Mega Man, his jab is a projectile, his F smash is a projectile, most of his specials are projectiles. So because Mega Man excels at being farther away from his opponent, although Mega Man does get stuff from his grab, most of the time you're gonna want to stay farther away. Other zoners like Duck Hunt, Samus, Dark Samus. Oh, and yep, that's exactly why you don't DI up against against Mega Man, especially when you're caught in an up air string. Because, like you saw there, you're just getting blown into the glass zone. And finally, just the stock montage for Mega Man comes to an end when Terry hits him with a side B. And just an absolute tear for Mega Man there. Taking, what, 6, 7, 8 stocks? That's phenomenal. Putting NCU in a really good position for the rest of the match, because now
how many stocks? They have only 3 on us because of the Mega Man.
Yeah, so they have 2 for Terry, 1 or 2 from the Terry, and then they have 1 more player left. So at the most they have 5 stocks left versus 3 other characters for NCU. So that's what, 9 stocks to their 5. So it's an uphill battle for Manchester.
Yeah.
Which is going to be very, very hard to climb out of.
Yeah.
And just Mega Man doing exactly what he needed to do. Weaving in and out of range, using his projectiles to his advantage, using poor matchup knowledge from his opponents to his advantage, like the Terry losing a stock there. Albeit he was at 180, but Terry probably would have been able to live that if DI'd properly.
Yeah.
So wonder who NCU will send in next. And like in this situation, it could be anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if another, ideally, you would want to put another character who excels against a fighting game character. So another character with projectiles and a lot of range. So you probably wouldn't see like Rob or NCU's Mario or NCU's Joker, because those characters, albeit all very good, they are more close range characters.
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't want to. It wouldn't be as optimal to put them against fighting game characters, because if you can get a character with more projectiles and just stay away and let the Terry come to you while you're just lobbing projectiles at him, it's going to be a lot worse for NCU, or for Manchester, excuse me. So already looking like we're nearing the end of this game. It's not looking good for Manchester. Although nobody's out of it yet, it's still looking pretty grim for Manchester.
Yeah. With the Mega Man taking so many stocks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For being a lower tier character, he sure plays him well.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, make no mistake, Mega Man is not a lower tier character. Oh.
Terry versus Snake.
Exactly. A character with a lot of
projectiles.
A lot of projectiles. Terry almost forgetting that he has to lose his stocks. In a very good position for NCU here. And it would make sense just to see Terry just to see Snake just stay far away as possible.
Already using projectiles immediately in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because realistically, Snake does not need to get close.
Yeah. He can keep his distance, while other characters like Terry have to get closer to do like harder hitting moves.
For sure.
Yeah.
The misinput, not hitting the ledge, made Snake took a lot more damage there than they needed to. Oh, and the C4.
Wow.
That's the problem with Snake, that you can find yourself getting into very, very quickly.
Yeah, Snake is a pretty high tier character.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I mean, Snake has a lot of good moves. His tilts are all really good. His projectiles are really good. And C4, after a while, if you're not paying attention, you'll forget that it's on the field. And then exactly how that Terry did, Terry forgot that it was on the field, and then that's a kill confirm. Just walking into a C4. And Terry, being the character that he needs to be up close and personal, because although he has a projectile, you're not winning a game off of it. And all of his combos stem from his down tilts, from his jabs, and he's not getting any of those if he's staying far away. And it's harder because Terry, although has that win condition, that go meter, getting those special inputs once he gets to 100%, he's not going to get those off if he can't get close enough. And you saw in that match, Snake, the moment the game started throwing projectiles at him. And Terry
Immediately.
So
immediately into the game started using them.
And that's the problem here, because Manchester dug himself into a hole. Not really much they can do there.
Yeah.
And that's not Manchester's fault. That's just Mega Man being the
that was definitely
character.
the Mega Man that took those to first few matches.
Exactly. 3, 6, 7, 8 stocks for Mega Man. Absolutely phenomenal.
That's
game
incredible.
For him. It's insane. And now Manchester, being on their last player, has to somehow find a way to rip through 9 stocks. Otherwise, that's game 1. So it might be a little too early to say, but this is looking very dismal in the future for Manchester in the remaining of this game, and the game 2, potential game 3.
Yeah.
In the the Snake wasted no time to just get in there, and those projectiles can be overwhelming because Snake can have at least 2 grenades out at a time, a C4, side B. It's just overwhelming, especially against Terry, because give Terry no time to breathe, and that's the problem with those rushdowns or those fighting game characters, giving no time for your opponent to breathe.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have an anchor for a reason. So this anchor is the anchor because the team trusts them to be that player to be able to bring their team back from grim positions.
Yes.
So it's definitely doable.
Okay.
All right, in our potential last match for game 1, we have a DK. DK, another very hard-hitting character, but again, has to get close in order to do anything.
Okay.
So we'll see how DK finds a way to weave in and out of this the projectile's ranges. All right, got a grab. Gets a...
So would this be advantageous again for NCU?
Yes, for sure. DK is again one of those characters that does not have a lot of... Yeah, and doesn't have a lot of winning... not a lot of winning matchups, because DK, although very strong character, being the grappler that he is, he gets a lot off of grabs, gets a lot off of being close. But DK is also has one of the biggest hitboxes in the game, meaning he's one of the biggest characters, which means DK is one of the not only biggest but heaviest characters, meaning he is very easy to get comboed. Very
big target.
Yeah, extremely large target.
Which is helpful for the Snake.
Exactly. But still could be anyone's game. So far, it looks like Snake is doing a very good job. The put pivot grab makes DK makes Snake take a lot of damage there. Keep in mind, there is a C4 on the left side of the map that Snake is probably going to use pretty soon. So depending on if the DK is not careful, he could be getting hit with another C4. And yeah, this is just unlucky for DK here. Leads the rolling, but not enough time as DK is able to shield. And DK at 171.
Wow.
Not looking good. Oh, the spot dodge saves Snake from getting a grab there on the misinput. Oh, and he got stickied. Yep. That'll happen. You can misinput against unfortunate, and the F smash call out makes it an even match. One stock standing in between NCU Game 1 and Manchester living to fight another day. DK is still struggling to get in. So far, DK has been getting a lot of damage off of just stray hits or callouts and not getting a lot from many strings. And Snake just taking advantage of it. Up tilt almost kills there. Up tilt is just a very strong move. Does he get the up tilt lead? He does not, because DK mixes up his options there. DK at 161, it's looking grim. DK, not just DK, but Snake is also in kill percent against DK, so... And there it is, up smash.
Wow.
And that is game one. NCU taking game one.
That Mega Man really just
Oh yeah, for
helped.
sure. Mega Man was the reason why they were put in this position today.
Yeah. Mega Man definitely contributed, or is the biggest contributor to us winning the game one.
Oh yeah, and it's going to be very difficult. And the way that Manchester gets back into this match is if they have to find a way to either get rid of that Mega Man or find somebody else to do it, because so far they're not having a lot of luck with it.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like we're having a little technical difficulty, so we will be right back after this short break and back with you at game 2 when it starts. back for game 2, and we're seeing a very unorthodox Bowser Jr. Not sure where the Bowser Jr. is coming from, but playing the better Roy, which is very interesting. Oh, and the spike. This is not looking good. I wonder who is playing Bowser Jr. on the team. It's very interesting. I'm not sure. I didn't know anybody on NCU had a Bowser Jr.
So there is a tier list for the Smash characters. Where would Bowser Jr. and DK be?
So coincidentally, Bowser Jr. and DK are pretty low. Bowser Jr. is still technically a better character than DK. DK is arguably one of the top 5 or bottom 5 worst characters in the game. And Bowser Jr. being in the bottom of C tier. This is interesting. I wonder whether this is a practice, maybe a secret secondary by one of the players, but honestly, if you ask me, it seems like a poor lapse in judgment playing Bowser Jr. in this match. And DK is just throwing out up smashes and waiting for one to hit, and eventually it did. In almost a 3-stock, Bowser Jr. avoids it by taking 1 stock, and Bowser Jr. has his work cut out for him. I'm just quite confused by this play here. Bowser Jr. getting a lot of damage after their jab there. Still doable, but very difficult for Bowser Jr. to come back. Up air, in-kill percent. It's not looking good. But if the Bowser Jr. can take at least 1 more stock, that'll still be good for NCU. The cargo throw, looking for the stage spike, and we get the tech. And DK SDs for
Wow. Okay.
Oh, but the F smash call out stops their run shortly after. Yeah. Pretty interesting match there. Wasn't expecting the Bowser Jr. But somehow the Bowser Jr. was able to take 2 stocks. Even though one of those stocks was an SD, Bowser Jr. being able to take 2 stocks is surprising, considering NCU does not have a Bowser Jr. Maybe a secret secondary. But it doesn't really make much sense for NCU to pull out their secondaries right now, and instead just continue to play their mains and just play to the best of their ability instead of pulling out a secondary in an actual match, and instead of just waiting to practice their secondary off screen and out of actual matches.
Yeah, I wonder who it was that was playing the
Bowser Jr. Yeah, it's surprising. Could have been the Mega Man, although I don't know why they'd switch off of Mega Man to do that. Could have been the Snake.
After Mega Man putting him such an advantage in the last game.
Exactly. I don't know why you wouldn't just continue that strategy on to the next match, but I mean, if it works, it works, I suppose. But
yeah,
definitely that strategy will not work in the future. Like during the playoffs, the latter half of the season, it doesn't really make much sense for them to do that again. So hopefully this is just a one-time thing, and NCU realizes that was a bad idea, and it could be a potentially dangerous idea because of their now they're down a player. But NCU still a very strong team, very good characters, very good matchups.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
still anyone's game here. 15. And the DK was doing a very good job. The problem there with DK is that even though DK was probably in advantage the entire game, DK still has a pretty bad recovery, and that's why the tech by Bowser Jr. forced DK to lose a stock there.
Yeah.
And that's just the DK treatment. No matter how hard you play, it's just you're easily gimped, you're easily ledge trapped, and that could be a very problematic in the future. But DK still put up a very good fight. So, although DK is, unless this goes to a game 3, DK might be the last we see of DK.
Okay.
Get ready, start the next match here.
Yeah. Oh, Joker and DK.
All right.
So, Joker now on the lower scale of an S tier.
Yeah.
In the new
In the last
what it called? Character ranking
tier list
system.
ranking, yeah. In the last tier list ranking, it's surprising, but Joker, being one of the top 5 in the game, was moved to now
The 10th.
Yeah, not even top 10 anymore, which is surprising. And that's the thing. That's not even to say that Joker isn't a great character, because Joker has one of the most winning matchups in the game.
Yeah.
Especially like this one. This is +2 for Joker.
Yeah. NCU's Joker is
very strong.
Very strong, and definitely I forgot what I was gonna say.
And there it is, the SD from DK.
Wow.
Unfortunate, the game was almost as fast as it started.
Has NCU's Joker been maining Joker since the beginning?
No, surprisingly not. So, in the beginning, this Joker player was actually playing more Pichu, and
yeah,
for some reason, but chose to make the trek to to Joker, and has been.
And Joker's a hard character to learn. He has.
Yeah, Joker has a lot of
special moves.
A lot of tech to him.
Yeah.
When you have like drag downs and instant RARs, it's hard to it can be hard to learn as a beginning character. But
yeah.
Joker took that challenge and is very successful because of it.
Pretty proficient with Joker.
Yes, for sure.
Coming from like playing Pichu to picking up Joker,
yeah.
And then like progressively getting better and better at him in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, for sure. It's impressive to see somebody grow in such a short amount of time, and it's gonna be
with a completely new character.
Exactly. Although they're both rushdowns, so they both have similar game plans, just getting close, deal damage, and kind of light. But Joker, very different from Pichu. Joker has Arsene, and that is a win condition in and of itself.
What is that?
Probably the different definition of win condition.
What's Arsene?
Arsene, that's the name of the persona that that Joker gets. It makes once Joker fills up its meter at the bottom next to his percent, he gains the ability to hit harder, his moves are stronger and faster, and he gets an entirely new recovery. Because before, Joker's recovery being that grappling hook, although good, his Joker's up B when he has Arsene is a lot better,
giving him better win condition.
Yeah.
when that bar gets higher.
Exactly.
Okay.
Being stronger and just hitting harder.
Interesting.
So, Joker utilizing Arsene well is the key to a good Joker.
Yeah.
If they're able to play well enough with Joker just by himself, and then playing even better in advantage state once Joker gets his gets Arsene, it just makes all the difference in a match.
Interesting. Okay. Rob versus Joker. Both in S tier, right?
Yes. Both of them are S tier characters. Joker gonna probably play a little bit patient at the start. Probably gonna see a lot more gunplay. Good use of Rebel's Guard there. And see, Joker already has Arsene, so seeing how Joker uses it is gonna be.
What makes the Arsene bar fill?
So Joker will kill Arsene by dealing damage, taking damage, and Joker's uppy being Rebel's Guard. That is going to fill up a lot faster. So right now, him just getting damage dealt to him. I'm just going to continue to fill up that Rebel Guard, and he almost has it. Good DI by Joker there, being able to live. And even potentially taking a stun. And just the patience from the Rob, making Joker panic and throw out an option, makes it easy for him to get whiff punished there. Joker definitely in a good lead here at not even 30%. As I say that, takes 10%, 15% from that, so I'll try not to jinx him in the future. Unfortunate. And the upper kills. Now Joker, not too far behind, needs to get some damage. Even out that stock. Was a good counter by Joker. Looking for a down smash, couldn't find it. Good patience by the Rob. Oh, full tech. Gun interrupts Rob's move there. Oh, that might kill depending on DI. Good DI by Rob. Oh. Just a Rebel Guard there, and Rob forgets the tech and loses a stock because of it.
Feels great, huh?
See, that is the importance of... That's the importance of being able to tech, because if you're not teching, then you're gonna get stage spiked, especially if you're not paying attention.
What is NCU sitting at right now?
NCU is definitely winning. Definitely winning with that win against Joker. I think NCU is up a couple, definitely up a couple stocks there. And that was an interesting match from Joker there. Joker being able to play from behind a little bit, gain a stock lead, and keep that stock lead. 2 stocks from Rob was taken from stage spikes, and that just shows the importance of teching. Because if you're not teching, then you're gonna get stage spiked, and any other character would have died a lot sooner. It's just the fact that Rob has a really good recovery, which makes it so that he can get away with a little more mistakes off stage, and he can stall a little bit more. But Joker just didn't let him stall, chased him, and didn't let his foot off the gas there, and that just makes all the difference.
Impressive.
So the DK and the Rob both putting up pretty good fights. The DK doing a lot against the Bowser Jr. Almost forgetting that Bowser Jr. was even played this match. It's pretty forgettable. But the Joker doing a good job to get ahead of that. So it makes sense. Going through stage bans right now. Wonder who they'll see who they'll send it next. Ideally, they probably want to send in another rushdown to combat the rushdown of Joker, because sending in a zoner is not a good idea here.
Yeah.
Should be getting started really soon here.
Okay. And we have Roy versus Joker. Okay.
We have the actual Roy and not whatever Roy they played last time. Which is still pretty funny, but they probably shouldn't have sent in Roy. Now both of these, like Roy, very good rushdown. Hits very, very hard. And is going to be looking for a lot of side Bs near ledge, because that kills really early on that RAR. Alright, with Joker with Arsene all in the counter and loses his stock. Which is unfortunate, because although Roy is a very strong character, your strength can be used against you if you're and the interesting play by the Roy forces him to lose a stock, and now Joker in a very, very noticeable lead. That well-timed Rebels guard. That might be the that's the stock. Now it's 1 stock to 1. Joker definitely Definitely has the ability to take this stock and potentially even deal damage. Oh no, the footstool there for no reason. Unfortunate timing by the Roy to not wait out that Rebel's guard. And he's looking. Almost. Joker off stage. The Joker keeping his distance from the Roy, not letting him hit those moves, and the poorly timed counter makes Roy lose his stock to an F smash from center stage. And just like the Mega Man was on a tear last game, the Joker is on a tear this one, taking a lot of stocks. And Joker has the ability to take even more going into Manchester's last player, and potentially the last player of this game. Now, Joker doing a very good job, staying patient, throwing out some iffy Rebels guards, but it's okay because the Roy did not punish them very well for it. But even though the Joker was throwing out some questionable Rebels guards, the Roy was definitely throwing out some questionable counters, and that last questionable counter cost Roy the game there. So even though Roy had a stock lead in that situation, and an unfortunate SD in its second stock made him die at 40%. That's uncharacteristic for Roy to die that early, but I think that if Roy didn't SD there, it would have been a completely different match for Joker there. Would have been a lot more difficult, but still doable. So in their potential last match here, probably see it'll be probably the Terry, unless they have some other secret character that they're picking. So most likely we'll see the Terry.
Is that a rush down?
Yeah, so that was the rush down that Mega Man had very good.
Right.
Yeah, from last match or last game. So definitely see the Terry. If that's the case, then Joker will probably have to play a lot more patient, a lot more passive. Let the Terry come to him, and then with punish, because Joker's a flexible enough character that he can play mainly with punish, and doesn't have to play primarily rush down. And then when Joker has that Arsene, then he can play a lot more aggressive, because Arsene doesn't last for super long, even though it might feel like an eternity for the opponent.
Yeah,
it's kind of short, but and I can only imagine what NCU is thinking right now in this potential last match of this set here. That just see what else Joker can do. And here we go.
Okay. And there you go.
There's the Terry.
The Terry.
3, 2, 1, go!
Joker doing a signature gun spin off stage. Just stalling. Unsportsmanlike behavior by the Joker. And exactly what I said, the Joker is waiting
Patiently for the Terry.
because Terry has to come to him, and a lot of those moves are being interrupted by Gun, by Joker's side B. And if Joker can take even one more stock here, that's phenomenal for NCU. This is just...
What would give Terry the advantage other than his 2-stock lead?
So, what would give Terry the advantage here is if Joker started playing a lot more reckless. And Terry was making the most out of his advantage state, because Terry has a very good advantage state, and with Bone Meter, the center of Bone Meter. It's not looking good. Oh, which power geyser Joker getting right behind him and taking another stock. Power dunk almost kills. Joker's doing everything he can to stay back, because he does not need to get close. Also, a common mistake against fighting game characters is trying to cross up their shield. Oh. And there it is, just doesn't hit ledge. Chooses to side B instead of hit ledge there, and...
Okay, so... now we go into the next one. What would be best for, or what do you think, personally, that NCU is gonna pick for their next carry to go... their next character to go against Terry?
So, I think that it would be smart for them to send in maybe even Snake, or yeah, it really all depends on playstyle there, because you could send in a rush down and that would work. You can send in a zoner, and that could technically work. Zoners typically have the advantage against fighting game characters. The problem here is that if Terry can get in close, then it's going to be very difficult for that zoner to get close, or to stay away and give themselves time to throw out their projectiles in space, because if you're not giving the zoner time enough to throw out their projectiles, those projectiles are not very good. So it all just depends. And I mean, any character right now, I think, would work in the situation. Literally any one of them. It doesn't really matter who they send in. Sure, some characters would work better than others, but I think NCU is strong enough to be able to put in any one of them.
Okay.
And it looks like we're about to get started pretty soon.
And a Mario against the Terry. That's an interesting matchup. Did you? I wasn't expecting. So.
We haven't seen the Mario yet. So
yeah.
We'll have to see.
I have no clue. Where is Mario on the tier list?
Mario's a pretty overall character. Pretty basic, but good advantage state, because Mario gets a lot off of grab, off of up tilt, getting those up tilt strings, getting those up air strings. So I think that if Mario can utilize their advantage state, this could be dangerous for
Is Mario a character that plays closer up?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and the cape kills. The cape kills. That's the problem fighting Marios, is that if you're not careful, then that cape, if you're hit with it, it reflects projectiles back at the center, and it also turns turns opponents around completely. So, oh, and that's the game.
Wow.
Oh. Okay, and an interesting teabag, little unsportsmanlike from Mario, but all's fair in love and war, I suppose. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so
Low key.
interesting choices by the Mario. I think the Mario owes Manchester an apology for that one. Like to keep things civil and respectful there. So but that looks like it's that's everything there.
Overall, pretty good game for North Central.
Yeah, NCU had a very good match.
Mega Man starting it off and just leading with, was it 8 stocks?
8 stocks, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Absolute tear from the Mega Man, and they pretty much took 12 stocks with 2 players. So
yeah,
and that's
incredible.
Impressive. Exactly. And even the next match, the Joker doing very well. Interesting play. Sending in Bowser Jr., but
yeah,
who knows? Maybe that's a secondary that we'll see more in the future. I think the Bowser Jr. will have to do a lot more labbing for them to be seen again. But overall, good match from NCU, good match from Manchester, and right now NCU is 2-0, getting ready for their match in next week. Hopefully looking to extend that win streak to 3-0. But overall, good matches.
Yeah.
Thank everybody for watching the stream, and we will see you next week.
See you next Thursday.